Hats off to UTEP. I thought they played really well. Watched a lot of tape, and I thought they had a very good game plan tonight. I thought they did a really good job of executing. They had some players that really step up for them and make some shots, and we didn't respond the way we need to respond with the culture that we have. And I thought it was a disappointing output for us. We were, very locked in, I thought, in the first quarter. Then we kind of let it get away a little bit in the second quarter, came back and tied it up. Third quarter has been a nemesis for us all year long, and we did it again. So we have to fix our third quarter woes. I thought we closed the game with a flurry, but it was too little too late at that point. I think we missed 20 layups tonight, and you can't do that against a good team like UTEP, and you can't miss 11 free throws. We lost by 11, and we missed 11 free throws, so it's pretty easy to add up where we lost a basketball game. So we got to get better. Got a lot of games ahead of us, and we're a better basketball team than we played, but the UTEP had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, and so I know you guys had that big kind of explosion in the home opener, but ever since then the offense has kind of been like stuck in the mud a little bit. What do you think's been behind that, and how do you think you turn it around going forward?
Well, I think lack of execution. We didn't shoot the ball well tonight. Jada is really our stalwart three-point shooter, and Miriam comes off the bench and shoots threes for us, and neither of them had a great shooting night tonight. And they can shoot the basketball. They do it every day in practice. We just didn't do it tonight. I thought we had a good game for us on the offensive end and did some really good things. We just didn't get enough across the board to get the job done. We outscored them in the paint. We outscored them in second chance points. We outscored them in fast break points. We outscored them in bench points. We just didn't finish. When we had opportunities to finish, we just didn't get the job done. So offensive execution was a little lacking, but it's getting better. It was better this time than it was in the last game. So we got to keep getting better and keep improving.
Yeah, and I know you mentioned the kind of struggles in the third quarter. UTSA, I think it was 3 points, and today it was a -7 there. What do you think is kind of the reasoning behind that in your view, based on what you've seen?
Well, I think the message has to be from me that we have to make changes. I mean, we got to do some things differently in the third quarter. We've changed the way we warm up, after halftime. We're going to have to change some things in our halftime talk, the way we do things, because we're not coming out with enthusiasm and fire that we start the game with. And we're going to have to get some help from our team leaders to see if we can't, come out in the first 5 minutes of the second half, be a little bit more explosive.
Yeah, and I know, what was it? Sorry, I got the box score right here.
You talked about how many opportunities that you guys did find you just missed tonight. There's a lot of stuff inside maybe 5 feet that was just rolling off the rim. Is there a simple thing for that? Is it just bad luck any given night? How do you ascertain how many layups you missed tonight?
Well, I think, you got to get layups for the right people. You got to get people that are shooting layups. They didn't block any shots tonight. They were just big and tall and daring us to shoot it. You shoot it with authority, you shoot it with power, and if you didn't get it, then you make sure you're on the offensive glass and you go get the offensive rebound and put it back in. So I thought we did a good job of getting those shots, but we just didn't finish any of them. And quite honestly, you have nights where Jada Whitner won't go 1 for 6 from three-point line very often, and she did that tonight. So you couple just some bad shooting perimeter percentage with the inside game, and it bodes for a bad night.
Yeah, and even despite the offense struggling a little bit, you guys are still performing well on defense. I don't think you've allowed anyone to be above 40% from the field all year. This is for either of you. What do you think's been kind of working on that end, even despite the offense kind of slowing down a little bit lately?
I think we kind of center what we do around defense. We try to take our defense and help us transform that into our offense. We work on defense every day, and that's something that we're proud of. So we go out there, and if our offense isn't working, then we have to work much harder on defense.
Nicole, to piggyback off what she said, their percentages were 31% in the first quarter, 33% in the second. They come out in the third and shoot 61%. Mm-hmm. Something has to change. Your coach has got to do a better job of getting you to play consistently first quarter, second quarter to third quarter. and we got to find some answers to get that third quarter better, and that's my job. So I got to figure this out. Free throw shooting. Now, I mean, that's a whole different situation. It's really hard to say you better make your free throws, but we can certainly say we got to play with more energy and enthusiasm in the third quarter, and we've got to fix that, and we got to fix that before our next game.
Not the outcome you wanted, but Paige Allen getting, you're over 1,000 career points now. What can you just say? What does she mean to this program and this team? And then for you, what does it mean for you to kind of be that leader and help contribute on this squad?
Well, I'll go first. The number one thing I bet she'd trade it for is half of them. She'd trade 500 points right now for a win tonight because I know her. She wants to win, and that's her number one thing. But she's done everything we've asked her to do. She's played every position on the floor, 1 through 5. She does it without one cross word. She just give me the ball. I can do this. She has played on the block. She played in the paint, and she's made threes for us. So I think the best part that she brings to that is the type of individual that she is. When she goes out there to win, and that's what she is trying to get done every night. If she gets 4 points, she's happy. If we win, if she gets 24 and we don't, she's not happy. So I think she's just a quality individual first, and great representative of our program.
And for you, Paige, what does it mean to get 1,000 points at this school just throughout your career, and just one of only a few people to ever do that?
It definitely means a lot. Coming into college, it's not that I thought, I'm going to go get my 1,000 points. I just came out and chose to work hard almost every day, seeing what I can do. Of course, like you said, I would have much rather have had the win than that accomplishment, but being able to get all those points here at this one school means a lot to me.
Yeah, and one other thing, I know you're kind of climbing up the all-time steals leaderboard too. You had another 4 today. I think that's 3 or 4 games in a row with that. Career high 4 blocks today. Like, how important is being that locked in on defense to you, just individually?
Defense has always meant a lot to me in my game. It's something that I've always put a point of emphasis on from a very young age. My game kind of comes from the defensive side of things, so I try to go out there, and even if my offense isn't working, then at least I can help my team by doing something defensively and helping to make plays for us.